So you might have asked, okay, there are different aspects of technology, but what I'm going to be focusing on are web development, data science, blockchain programming, then the career and life mentorship as well. And during the Google form, like when I was reviewing the responses from the participants, there are some persons that said they would have loved if other aspect of technology was added to it. But due to the workload, because I'm basically like managing the tech aspect of it, and I don't really have a lot of persons sponsoring, like supporting me for teaching. So I just have to limit it to those particular aspects because I also feel those are the aspects that are very vital and also very important as well. So what we are going to do right now is we are going to comment. So let's proceed. So officially, it started today, 15th of January of February 2022, and your location here doesn't matter. It is done remotely. So as far as you have internet connection and you have a working device, in this case, which is a laptop or a desktop, you are good to go. So I just want to like briefly share with you this picture and let me explain what it actually means. In this life, it's either you are a stoic or you are an Epicurean. And I want each and every one of us to cultivate the habit of stoicism. Like the picture read there, man cannot remake himself without suffering, for it's both the marble and the sculptor. What it means here is that no matter the drive someone is going to give to you, you are solely responsible for your life. And you are responsible for every action you take. And each action you take as well has its own consequence. So man cannot remake himself without suffering, for it's both the marble and the sculptor. And remaking yourself comes with pain as well. Yes, it's not an easy task. It's not a jolly go ride, or it's not something that is enjoyable or full of fun from day one to day zero. You just have to make sure that you are willing to bear the pain and you are willing to put in the work. Also, yeah, it says focus is not saying yes to all important things, rather, it is saying no to less important things. Steve Jobs. Read that again. Focus is not saying yes to all important things, rather, it is saying no to less important things. So, I want you to consider at this moment of your life what are the things that are important to you. You need to be able to differentiate between needs and wants. Needs and wants are two different things. Let me explain. Needs are things that you desire, are things that are very important to you. For example, now, I could say maybe I have like 4 pair of shoes in my shoe collection. I might want a new pair of shoe, but do I really need it? If, for example, I have just or I don't have any pair of shoe, I have 0 pair of shoe, and I need to get one. At that point in time, it's a need. Why? Because it is very important. I need it. Of course, I can't go walking barefoot. You understand? Sorry, let me just admit those. Please, let me admit those that are joining us. Yeah, so as I was saying, you just have to distinguish the needs and the wants from your life. So let's proceed. Most of you might say, I don't have time. I understand that every one of us, we are different. Some persons here are working, some are students, some they have family, some have kids. Yes, that's why I have to make sure that the 300 days of food you'll be able to accommodate everybody irrespective of your schedule. So some persons here will say, okay, I don't have time. The week, 7 days in a week, it has 168 hours. 40 hours goes to working, that is, we are doing 9 to 5 job. 56 hours goes into sleeping. So if you divide 56 by 7, you know how many hours are required to sleep per day. Then 42 hours for eating, family, another aspect. Then you are now left with 30 hours. So 30 hours, you could just split it, 30 hours divided by 7. So that's about 4 hours per day. So you still have 4 hours to give to your craft or anything you want to learn. So you have 4 hours on Monday, 4 hours on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well to learn. So there are still 30 hours to chase your dream. It's just a matter of priority. You just have to set your priority right. I remember in economics, they might have taught you guys opportunity cost. What is opportunity cost? Opportunity cost are foregone alternative. Like for every decision you make, for every action you take, there are actions that you decided not to take. You understand? So let's proceed. The other picture here said no more excuses. you have two scenarios here. Get up 4 a.m. to catch your flight on vacation. The human brain, naturally, no problem. We all love fun. We just want to participate in anything that involves fun. Then the other one here is get up at 4 a.m. to work for your dreams. The human nature, and by default, nobody like anything that is stressful. Nobody like anything that will disturb you. Nobody like hard work. But it's something that you just have to consciously put in the effort. I remember what I use the word consciously. Yes, you have to consciously put in the effort that you really want to chase your dream and you want to become a better version of yourself. So this is the mindset we have to change. It's not every time you have to like, it's all about pleasure. It's not all about pleasure. Most times you just have to sacrifice some of the pleasures and put in the actual work. So let's proceed. Many of us might know Timi Dakolo. So according to his tweet, he said, just so you know, nobody started really, really good. We learned on the job. Your beginning shouldn't be compared to someone's 10 years of experience. That's so unfair to what you are building. Give yourself time to grow. I'll read again, just so you know, nobody started really good. We learned on the job. Your beginning shouldn't be compared to someone's 10 years of experience. That's so unfair to what you are building. Give yourself time to grow. Growth is something that happens over time. You understand? Most times, I could recall some persons when they are just starting or they are getting into tech. You see somebody with 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7, 9 years, 10 years of experience, and you want to compete with the person. Remove every spirit of competition or every mindset of competition. Just know that you are solely working on yourself. And this time around, it's all about you. You understand? I can't compete with you. You can't compete with me. We are here to help each other and we are here to increase our skill set and to grow. You understand? So what you just have to do, focus on yourself. If you start this 300 days of code and you start learning the required skill set, this is 2022. By 2024, 2025, 2026, you'll be really happy and you are glad that you started. At that point in time, you are no longer a beginner. If you start now, this same time next year, 2023, you won't be in the same stage you are. You understand? So let's proceed. So another one here from sorry. Um, yeah. So according to Elon Musk, if you give yourself 30 days to clean your home, it will take you 30 days. But if you give yourself 3 hours, it will take you 3 hours. The same applies to your goals, ambition, and potential. You understand? So what you have to do as we're about to embark on these 300 days of code, make sure, apart from the personal target I give to you guys, which is 1 hour daily, make sure you give yourself your personal target as well. If you talk to yourself, if you tell yourself that I want to learn how to code this year must not pass me by, or this year I want to improve on my skill sets, this year I want to improve on how I communicate with people, this year I want to improve on different aspects of my life. If you consciously tell yourself that you want to do it, you will do it. I can't force you. Nobody can force you. Only you have the decision. Only you have the mindset. Only you have the grit. Only you have what it takes to push yourself to the next level. Understand? So for the new person just joining in, I don't know why. Oh, yeah. So that's by the way. So also there are different areas of interest that we are going to be touching on in 300 days of code. The first one here is web development. The second one is data science. The third, which is blockchain programming, and the last one, which is career and life mentorship. We all know what a website is. We've seen a website: Facebook, Google, Amazon, AliExpress, your university websites. They are websites. You understand? And we interact with them on a daily basis. And the essence of having a website is for communication. Yes, it's for communication purpose. Um, Building a website involves different aspects of it, but I won't want to go deep into it. Why? Because when we start the actual coding, we are going to go deep into it. But web development, data science. We live in a world of whereby there's data everywhere. For every message you send somebody on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, let me use WhatsApp for example. You might have sent your friend a WhatsApp message. Okay, let's say you send your friend a WhatsApp message by 8:10 p.m. today. You sent a message, you sent out data. The time in which you send that particular message is actually data. Why? Because you could actually analyze those time and see when you send most of your message. Most of us here, because according to the statistics of those that feed the Google form, majority of us are students. You all might have belonged to your personal class group. You all send messages to your WhatsApp group, your class group, and the rest. So your WhatsApp group, you have a lot of series of messages there. You could collect all those data, the names of everybody that sent message. You could do a lot of things with those data that are in your WhatsApp group. For example, you could see the person that sent most message on that your class group since from the beginning of the WhatsApp group till the end of the WhatsApp group. You could see the time in which people are more active on the WhatsApp group. These are things that you could actually do with data science. So I don't want to go into there. I'm just trying to give you a general overview. So data science, the science of data, getting insights from data. Like we live in a world of data. If I should give you a data set, what can you do with it? Get insights from data so that you could drive positive business results. You understand? So blockchain programming also, for those that will be going into the web development aspects, if you're interested in blockchain programming, we would also touch blockchain programming. But I won't want to start teaching you guys blockchain programming. Why? Because you could as well start with that, learning the Solidity programming language. There are also other languages for blockchain programming like Rust as well. But I prefer you stick to Solidity when you're starting out because Solidity is vast and it is the most popular when it comes to writing smart contracts for blockchain programming. So as I was saying, it's better you learn how to build a website, even if it's front end, back end, then before you now dive into blockchain programming. This time around, you're not specializing into blockchain programming for those that are interested. Then also the last aspect would be on career/life mentorship. That aspect will be taken by Dr. Andrew Amenagao. So as time goes on, I'll keep on inviting him to come and give you guys career and life mentorship talk. So let's proceed to that aspect of the meeting. So I would like to share something with you guys for those that will be going into data science. Let me share a picture with you guys. I think this is it. So as you can see, this is a picture for data science. You understand? So as you can see, at the heart of it all is programming. You can't be a data scientist without learning how to program. These are some of the languages in which you could use. But in this case, we are sticking with Python. The most popular one are Python and R programming language. But as time goes on, you also need knowledge of Bash scripting and SQL and Spark. Then you can't be a data scientist if you don't know statistics, like your mean, median, mode, measure of central tendency, standard deviation, minimum, maximum, mode, that is the number with the highest frequency and others. So these are things we are going to touch throughout the 300 days of code. As you can see, there are other aspects here like data visualization, machine learning, whereby we'll be going into supervised machine learning or unsupervised machine learning. Then also software engineering methodology and things that I think you guys should know as well, like data structures, how to write a clean code, then how to deploy your machine learning model as well. Then also there are soft skills you have to learn as well, which are writing, curiosity, lifetime learning. One thing about programming, one thing about tech is that you are constantly learning. Learning doesn't end. It's a lifetime process. You just have to keep on learning. So once you've mastered the fundamentals and the basics, you just have to keep working on it because one thing about technology is that it is not static. Technology is dynamic. You just have to keep on learning and keep on evolving because if you don't grow, you lose value and you lose form. You understand? So that's by the way for the data science aspect. Then I think let me just share something with you guys. For those that will be going into web development, Freecodecamp is one of the resources that we are actually going to be using. So I actually chatted with the founder of Freecodecamp, which is Sosia in this case. And from time to time, I might invite him to come and give you guys a talk on learning web development. So this is just an overview of the platform we are going to use. We are going to be using for web development. And these are some of the aspects of web development: responsive web development, JavaScript, which is something we have to learn, front-end data visualization, and back-end development and APIs as well. Then you could touch, we are also going to touch other aspects of web development. So that's just to give us a brief overview of everything we are going to be doing during the 300 days of code. Also, I think time is running out. We have 7 minutes left using Zoom. Because one thing about Zoom is that Zoom, you just have 1 hour for your presentation. So unless maybe you upgrade to the premium plan. Then what are the things that you need for these 300 days of code? The tools that are needed for the 300 days of code. Obviously, you need a PC. Personal computers, laptop and desktop are classified under personal computer. Then you need to dedicate your time, in this case, 1 hour daily. Then you need a Twitter account. Why? Because we are going to be engaging on Twitter, whereby you teach your progress as well. Then you need a LinkedIn account. You just have to be professional in whatever you do, because most times if you are trying to apply for a job, most times the recruiter might ask you for your LinkedIn account. They just want to know you on a personal level. They want to see the kind of things you engage in. They want to see if you are active in the tech space, another aspect of your life. Then you also need a Hashnode account. Hashnode is strictly for those that want to blog about what they learn. I'll recommend this for everybody. Yes, because one thing about learning is that it sticks more if you are learning and at the same time you are teaching. Yes, that's one of the secrets. Like if you learn and you teach, it sticks more. Yes. So Hashnode account for those who want to blog about what they learn. So when we commence from tomorrow with serious work, I'm going to send a link or show everybody using video how to create a Hashnode account. Then also a Discord account. We are using a Discord server. Other alternatives to Discord are Slack and other management softwares, but we are strictly using Discord. Why? Because Discord is totally free. Discord is open source. Open source means you are not paying to use it. Unlike Slack, whereby if you get into a certain number of messages, your previous messages are wiped out. So we are going to be using Discord account. So these are things that after this meeting, you just have to go and get all of them as well. So, and lastly, we just quickly run through this particular picture I have here, and it's known as the Yerkes-Dodson law. It states that pressure and performance are positively correlated up to a point after which more pressure reduces performance. The reason why I choose 1 hour is that 1 hour is something that you guys can be consistent with. If you can do more than 1 hour, fine, it's okay by me. But just make sure that you do nothing less than 1 hour. And 1 hour, it might not necessarily be 1 hour at a stretch. It could be 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening. So just make sure that your 1 hour is consistent. So let me just interpret what this graph means. If, for example, now, like I'm putting on pressure on you guys to learn for 10 hours, at the initial stage, that excitement, you put in the effort, your performance is increasing, you are learning, but how long can you sustain it? If you get to this peak point whereby your motivation, your performance, everything is going to be dropped, and more pressure will now lead to less output. You become frustrated, you become angry, anxiety will set in. So that's what this law is just trying to say. So everything should be done with moderation. We have other aspects of our life. So in as much as you are learning to code, before you start earning, you have to learn. Yes, the logo or the motto is learn before you earn. You have to learn before you earn. If you don't learn, you can't give out any output. Yes, because companies and recruiters will pay for what you can offer. They're paying for your knowledge and your time. You understand? So that's all. So we'll now move on to the Q&A. I think we have 3 minutes left. For the Q&A, I'm going to be sharing this screen with you guys. I think if I'm using from the Google form, I think we have 80% are from Nigeria. I think it's more than that, but Google form, they just did the analysis is somehow. But we have somebody from Russia, we have somebody from US, then we also have somebody from United Arab Emirates. So shout out to you guys. Then level of education, 96.4% are those in tertiary institutions. So I saw this, that's why I had to push it to 89 so that you can accommodate everybody, because I was once a student, so I know what it means to attend classes and for those that are in finals. And I want to put a tutorial whereby I'll put it at maybe in the afternoon whereby we won't have time. So also, we also have 3.6% of participants are in secondary school. Then area of interest, 46% choose web development, 36.2 choose data science, then 15%, 15.2 choose blockchain programming. And for the programming experience, I think a large number of us here, 79% are beginners, while 20% are intermediate. So I think we have 2 minutes left. Let me just quickly rush through this. So what are your expectations from the 300 days of code? According to the responses from you guys, some said to become a professional in web development, to be able to achieve a certain height of knowledge before the end of this, to learn coding. I hope we learn. So these are all of the reviews. And I'm going to especially look into all these reviews so that we can see how your goals will be achieved. Then from the suggestions and the feedback, not from now, thank you. All good. Thanks for the opportunity. Keep up the good work. I hope you go thoroughly through the information for us beginners. Sure. Then make the learning experience smooth. Do we get a certificate after the training? Sure, there will be. Thank you for this platform. Then suggestion, I generally prefer Discord to Telegram. I won't want to read all through, but I appreciate your suggestions and your feedback. Then I suggest tasks or exercise should be given. Also, it will be engaging and there will be regular projects for you guys to do. Then videos should be available. Yes, I'll do a daily recording of the tutorial. Then don't give up, sure. Then great opportunity, good one, guys. You guys are awesome. For now, no suggestion. Good to go with the pace. I suggest the teaching should be detailed. Please try not able to make course beginner friendly. So these are a lot of suggestions from you guys. And I also appreciate you guys for your suggestions. Then lastly, okay, yeah. Then what else? Make it interactive and fun to be with. Let it not be too formal. Sure, it will be fun and it will be packed with a lot of activities. So that's for due to the time limitation, I couldn't go through all of them. But so thank you all. Yeah, I think we have 1 minute left. So thank you all for attending this orientation, and let's make this work. And I'll need the support from you guys. Yes, because when I see that you guys are serious and the more you show interest, to encourage me to do more. So thanks for everything, and we'll continue the discussion on the Telegram and the WhatsApp channel. So thanks for attending. So any other questions should be sent to the group chat, and you can send me a message privately. So thank you all, and happy learning, and nice to have you guys on board. So thank you.